What's going on, people? Is your boy back with another one? Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more videos, just like this one. And it's going to be a long one, let me warn you. Because this woman up here, my God, when I review it, it's going to be crazy. She's up here, she's a mother to one, and she's asking for a man that makes $200,000 a year or have a mindset to make that. I'm telling you right now, she's not one of the best. She's not the best looking one, but it doesn't stop her. And to the commenter that was in my last video of the review of Kendra G, if you don't like that, you ain't gotta come. But I'm sure you're going to enjoy this. And I think you're one of those Kendra cousins that be talking shit anyways. So I dare you to bring your ass on this one after the conclusion of this video. After I upload it, that is. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get into it. It's probably going to be an hour long, so let's get it.
Hi, honey. Hi, Kendra. I'm so nervous. I was on your show about a year ago, and you stopped me out about a month ago. Do you have an update? Well, I didn't get the questions. I was in Tulum. It was around May. I was in Tulum with my best friend for her birthday, and I was running to the bathroom attendant because I had it all set up. And you were like, "Girl, enjoy for your birthday." It hung up on me. Ooh. Well, let's try it again. But right now, I think. Is it ready?
I didn't know she was up here previously, and she didn't find what she was seeking for, so she's up here again to make it another round. Another go. Excuse me.
Yeah, maybe. Maddie, where you calling from? The Bay Area. Oakland. How old are you? 39. And what you do for a living? I do a lot. I'm a beekeeper for my daughter's tiny business, Nuggets Liquid Gold. I own my own natural hair care company, Grow My Glory. But where I'm retiring from is the utility company here in the Bay Area. I am hard to explain, but I'm an electric operator. All right, so you're a beekeeper, you have your own natural care company, and you work at a utility company. Yeah. Okay. You said how many kids do you have? Just one. And what's your daughter?
So you got all these occupations. That's supposed to impress a man to hop on board. That's the woman I want. She got all these occupations. Man, that's not gonna work.
She will be 3 in August. Okay, why are you not with the dad? That's a long story, but long story short, we were never in a relationship, and we tried to make a relationship happen when we found out we were pregnant, and I found out he was having another baby a couple of weeks before I delivered. Oh, wow. Right.
No, y'all weren't in a relationship. Y'all was just fucking, and just happened to have a baby. You was one of many women that he got children by. So that's not a relationship.
Okay. That's like, so both of y'all pregnant at the same time. Ooh, and I didn't know until my daughter was like 5 months. Oh, you had your baby? 5 months pregnant? No, until she was 5 months. That's when we split. And the other girl was pregnant or about to have a baby? She was about to have a baby. Okay. Right. Do you have co-parent well? Oh, no, I have full custody. He lives in a whole nother state. She lives in a whole nother state. I think they're doing whatever they want to do, but it's just me and my baby here. It's the best. Okay. And what's your zodiac sign? Capricorn. All right, let's do it. We got Nettie, Bay Area, 39. Bay Area is California. Yeah. 39, Capricorn, does speak as a beekeeper, natural hair.
No, ain't Bay Area is California. Bay Area is NoCal. That's some. I guess that's either between Oakland and San Francisco. But either way, it's the Bay Area. The Bay Area. The Bay Area.
Company and retiring from the utility company soon. Has a daughter that's 3 years old. Have you ever been married? No. Engaged, but not married. Okay. All right. What kind of man you looking for, honey? Ooh, that's a loaded question. He's got to believe in God. He has to be kind. Good. I love a man that's good with his hand. I love a man that he has to want to be married. He has to want to be a husband. He has to want to be a father. I want more children. Oh God, it's a lot.
Man, what the hell? You 39 years old with a small child already. What you want? More buzzer beater babies? More geriatric pregnancy? You want that guy to be married to? Come on, you should have married your last baby's father. Oh, that's right. He's with another woman.
He has to want to come around my family. So the previous relationships I was in, I was always going and going and going and giving. It was never reciprocated. So he has to be able to reciprocate at least the bare minimum, reciprocate what I give. And I feel a lot. Okay. What are your deal breakers? Atheist. Multiple baby mamas. I'll settle for 2, but you have to be active in your children's life. I have a whole list, Kendra. It's all on my profile. You can't be insecure. Have to have a job. Like the other lady said, no sassy men. You gotta be a man. You gotta be a man. You gotta know how to change a tire. If you can cook, cool. I'm an excellent cook. I love to cook. Dating me is different than marrying me. It's a setup to what you will get once we get married. But as far as deal breakers, my deal breakers are different in dating as if opposed to long-term relationship. If we're dating and it's not going anywhere, we could kick it, we could be cool. I am celibate right now. We could do movies or whatever, but if it gets to the point where
another idiot that's now celibate. Oh my God.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Yeah, I heard it. We're going to be serious. There's a lot of like gay. I'm sorry to my LGBT community, but I won't deal with a man who's been gay, is gay, bisexual, or wants to be gay, or has gay thoughts. That's not in my spirit. What else?
I bet you turned your last man gay. I mean, look at you.
It's a lot. It's all on my profile. I don't think that's a bad requirement, but you said, what did you say? I can't remember. Those are your deal breakers? Yeah, deal breakers. Okay. Could he have kids? I know you said you want kids. No more than 2. Okay, you have kids. Okay. Should he look a certain way? No, we talked about the 6. I prefer taller men. I am 5'4.5", but I look tall. I like to wear tall shoes. So if I'll go 5'10" and up. I do like black men. I am pro-black. I'll take a Paul Wall though. I will take a Paul Wall.
Man, Paul Wall don't want your dusty ass. Paul Wall type, they got children already, and they're already established. What was they want with you?
Paul Wall is a famous white rapper. Yes, I'll take Paul Wall. Black woman. Yes. So you'll date a white man with a black swag? I'll date other race with black knowledge. What does that mean? Meaning you have to be okay with the culture. You have to be okay with a bonnet. You have to be okay with getting nails done. You have to be okay with the fact that my daughter is a black woman.
Now, if you date a white man that has black knowledge, is he allowed to call you the N-word? That's the question. Is he allowed to say the N-A-N-I-G-G-A word to anybody? I mean, is that included? Is that included?
Woman. And with black women, we do come with black women situations and black women issues and black women complaints. And if you're not willing to listen to that and help me work my way through that, or even, be the security that I need and the comfort that I need, that when I am having having a bad day, I can come home and just feel safe because you already know what I've dealt with. You already know or have an idea that my life is not easy. Okay. So, have you ever dated a white man? No. But you're over to it now? Yeah. Okay. Should you make a certain amount of money? That's a loaded question, too. Yes and no. Making a lot and having a lot are two different things. If you have your assets, if you have the mindset of wealth is what I'm seeking for. So yes, there is a dollar amount. I'll start with 200 annually, but that 200 consists of like property, other businesses, 401k, things of that sort, things that I'm building to leave with my baby that my parents have left for me. Okay. Would you date a man that made less than 200K or that's the minimum? Minimum. Okay. So, well, like I said, that's loaded. If you like.
Ma'am, you're loaded. You're loaded with delusion, man. You think a man worth his salt making that kind of money is going to roll up in a McLaren and have your ass exit the McLaren with him? I'm like, no, come on, ma'am. That's just like the $1 million man driving Sapphire in his luxury vehicles in 1990. Remember that? Y'all wrestling fans remember that? When he bought Sapphire and she left Dusty Rhodes? That's what this is.
Like 150 and you have like 12 properties, that's your 200 right there. That's a mindset. Okay. So if his assets either make 200K or have assets that equal up to 200K. Minimum. And you have a 3-year-old child, right? Yeah. So I'm assuming your 3-year-old child's father fit that requirement. We were never in a relationship until we got pregnant. So you know the man.
Ma'am.
Stop it. Get some help.
The men are gonna say you gave a man a baby who didn't fit that requirement. Why does he? So the situation with my daughter, I found out I was pregnant 1 year after my mom passed. So for me to wait this long, obviously there is a requirement. If I waited this long to have and I don't want to call my baby an accident baby, so I'm gonna call her a blessed baby because she came at a point where something was missing and she filled a void.
No, let's call a circle a circle. That's an oops, baby. Just admit it.
If that makes sense. So, no. I mean, I lost a mother, so I do know that the trauma when you lose mothers and you go through things like that. We'll move forward. I'll just ask this final question. Okay. Hypothetical. Let's just say 2 things can happen. One, there could be a man watching and he fits your requirement and wants to date you, and then we got a match. If you don't find a man that fits that requirement that wants to date you, are you okay with never dating again? No, God has a man for me. My husband's out there. No, I'm saying hypothetical. Let's say your husband's out there, but he doesn't make 200K, or you are for certain God will send you a man that has 200K or plus. Ask and I provide. Okay, well there you have it. I'm so faithful. I believe it. God. I mean, if he's working his way to that, if we're in like the 125 to 200.
Like the late great Kevin Samuels says, you too ugly for a high value man. Meaning you don't look that good for a $200,000 man. Get the fuck out of here.
And I think, like I said, it's a mindset. Your mind is, if you had a late start, I'm cool with that. But as long as you're working your way to that, I just don't want to. I don't want to stop my progression, and I don't want to revert back. I don't want to backpedal. As a man, it takes a certain type of man to accept this and to appreciate it. And I don't want to put you in a position to where you're struggling to show your appreciation. Have you ever dated a man that?
Ma'am, you ain't got no choice but to backpedal. Because if they did you, they will be backpedaling. that's what's going to end up happening if they were to be stupid enough to take a flyer on your ass. They will be backpedaling. So you can keep praying to the Sky Daddy 24/7. That man ain't coming your way.
Is that tax category?
Yeah.
Okay, what happened to him?
Oh, he was a cheater.
Okay, so now we're getting deeper. So make this amount of money and be faithful.
The man is exploring his options. That's what happened. You can call him a shooter who you want to. You deserve to get cheated on, by the way.
I'm faithful, and I make it.
We're not talking about you. We're talking about him.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you dated the man that made that tax amount, but he wasn't faithful.
No.
So faithful is really your deal breaker, not the money.
Yeah. The mindset, and it's all, like I said, it's all in the mindset. You have to want.
Just because you guys did doesn't make a relationship. You just dated. So as far as him cheating, that doesn't count as him cheating. Y'all just dated. Y'all not exclusive. So this bitch trying to gaslight everybody.
These things. There's a man out there that wants to be in a relationship, that wants to be successful, that wants this partner, this life, this helpmate that's going to help him progress. Not a whole bunch of helpmates that does a little bit here. This one does this one does that. No, I do it all. I can do it all. I'm a helpmate.
No, listen, of course the man exists. The question is it has to be a match, right? So he has to want to fit. And according to this conversation, you already talked to God about this.
Oh, yeah. We talk every day.
Y'all might as well keep talking. Keep talking and talking and talking and talking. A man of that man's stature that you're describing, he gotta have somebody to look at. You know what I mean?
I prayed before I got on here.
Okay. All right, let's do the kids again.
Okay. I'm in my car, so let me see if I can. And I am at work. Uh-oh.
Okay, we see the hits,
girl.
Oh,
Lord.
You look dusty.
Okay. All right, we see, honey. What was that? What was that show that dancing girl? Not Fame. What's that famous movie? Because you have on like the outfit that girl. I don't know.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, you're 39. I'm older than you. I forget.
No, I know what you're talking about. Dirty Dancing.
No, not Dirty Dancing.
Not Dirty Dancing?
Okay, forget about it.
Okay.
It's the old movie. I was a kid. But either way. All right. When was your last relationship, Nettie?
Outside of my daughter's father, it was my ex-fiance, 2020.
Okay, it was Flashdance. Thank you, my season cousins like me. It was Flashdance. 2019. Oh, are you not having sex until marriage or relationship?
Relationship.
Okay. 2019. You don't. And the last time you had sex was 3 years ago?
See, my daughter was about. Remember, I found out when she was 5 months, so about 3 years ago.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
Patience. I can be very stubborn. And I would be on cover. I work a lot, and sometimes my punctuality is a little delayed.
And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I'll tell you what, his ass wouldn't be lucky to be with her. I'm big on punctuality, and she said that she doesn't come on time. That could be a big fat turnoff, by the way. If you're not on time constantly, then how's anybody gonna trust you?
I'm a helpmate. I'm hesitant. I'm determined. Like I said, this stubbornness, it goes in a good way too. I'm so stubborn that I'm willing to finish to prove a point. I'm sweet. I'm kind. I am a woman's woman. I'm a girl's girl, but I also like to go fishing. I could be a tomboy. I got a 70 cutlass Supreme that I'm trying to restore. Like I'm the full. I'm my.
I don't know if it's true or not, but I don't think a man that makes a stupid amount of money. Excuse me. That I don't think he's looking for a tomboy. He's looking for a feminine woman, not a woman that's gonna be one of the guys.
My dad's best friend, and he has 3 girls. So I'm the boy of the girls, but I'm also like my mother, and I'm very, very feminine, if that makes sense.
Okay. So listen, there's 2 things I never challenge, and that's religious beliefs and political beliefs, because I feel those people are extremely passionate, and I have no desire to make somebody unpassionate with anything that they believe strongly. But I'm going to give you a chance to respond, because there's a lot of conversation about your 200K request. A lot of people think that that's unrealistic, and obviously you will be a highlight, so I will give you a moment to respond to the people who think that that's a unrealistic requirement. What do you want to say?
How is that unrealistic? If I'm able to do it, and there are men who I work with, like if y'all really want this $1 million man, blue collar. I work with guys who, and a lot of them are married, a lot of them are not of age, but it takes them maybe, depending on how they work, 5 to 6 years to hit $1 million. Multi-millionaires. But
so hold on real quick. They will say, well, since you're around those men, why don't you date any of them? Why aren't they dating you? That's what they're gonna say.
Yeah, you don't sleep where you work. You don't do that.
Well,
you don't play where you work.
Well, you better ask him if he has friends who you don't work with, because here's the deal: if y'all really want this man,
just because you're around those guys, shit, big deal. I'm around people that make like 6 figures. You think I'm gonna shack? You think I'm gonna shack up with them? Nah. So big deal.
and let's just have the talk. Y'all gotta get in the environment, and if you're telling me you work with these men who make that money, y'all got to get serious with it, because what y'all don't, maybe y'all don't know. I know the data. So here's the deal. I know the data. A 200K man is a very desirable man. Now, you want him to be able to shut off vagina, but vagina gonna come at him at all times, and they don't care about the woman in his life. So ultimately, you need a man that is strong enough to not go look for it and knock it down when it comes to direction. But if this is your environment, yes, call me. I think that's good to give yourself more options. But you need to talk to these men who are friends to these guys.
This woman ain't got no options, man. Her only options are is the man that she last had her child by. Those type of men. Because the men that she's praying for to land on her lap, that's gonna be non-existent. She is invisible to them.
Because women that lock down those type of men, that's their job. Their job is locking down that guy, and a lot comes with men who make money. So, you already said one component. You dealt with the guy, he wasn't faithful. I don't think all men in this category cheat, but a high probability will. And I don't have the energy to challenge you on it, because the one thing when we were talking, this is you and God. According to you and God had this discussion. So once you would tell me that, I'd be like, listen, that's between her and God. That's between her and God. I don't got no fight.
No, I'll challenge them when it comes to what they say God told them. I'll challenge them to their face and say, just because God told you this and he's a fictional character, that doesn't mean it's going to happen. In fact, it's not. More likely, it's not going to happen. So you might as well, like I said, either keep praying to God or wake up to reality.
In this race with you and God, but I do want to believe least let you know this is going to be a lot of discussion once I make you.
I know, and that's why I'm scared to come on here, Kendra. You know why? But I'm also in the group, the dating group. I haven't checked in a while.
Let me just, before we get there, let's go to your dating app, because you said you're on the app, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your profile page?
Neddie. Neddie.
Neddie. Oh, I think you're the only one.
I am.
He's the only one.
Same hairstyle I'm up too.
Neddie. Neddie. Let's get the body. Okay. Neddie. Neddie. Okay, you got pretty skin.
Thank you.
You're right.
So her name is Neddie. We got some paid comments they want me to read, y'all.
I'm ready.
You say you're ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what. So Neddie, and then listen, 200K at the door. If you got 125, you better have a $75,000 asset.
I mean, it's my lifestyle. Like, I need somebody to be able to keep up, especially.
Man, fuck your lifestyle. Well, let me say this. This woman is a total loss. You know why? Because she looks like she's broken down. That's one. Two, she's asking for a lot more than what she's actually worth. I don't care what anybody says. And three, she's delusional. So that's just like when you have a car that needs repairs and it costs more than what it's actually worth. That's a total loss in my book. And that's what she is. Not only she's a total loss, but she's totally lost. If she thinks a man of that caliber is going to be faithful. He's going to have options. And you just ain't it.
When I get married, I want to be a housewife. I don't want to. I want to be able to run businesses.
So I guess I kind of already asked this question. So in your mind, God is going to give this to you. So you don't think of the opportunity of this man not existing to come like that would come your way. You are walking in an act of faith, and you feel as though for certain God will bless you with this man.
I see it, Kendra. My dad is it. So for my mother passed, they were married 38 years, and we actually worked together.
Does your dad have other kids outside of your mother?
Prior to my mom, yes.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So you're like your mother then?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he had kids before he had you. So you was the last one. You was the last kid. I see.
Listen, I'm gonna really say questions. I told y'all, listen, I'm gonna say this. I know y'all might not agree with what she says, but y'all have to understand, this is a woman who talked to God about this. You cannot convince anybody anything after that. Once they tell you God said, just give it up. Just let her and God have her life. Now, here's the deal. I will say this. I do believe in manifesting your life, right? I do believe in manifesting your life. I just think that men are not God. And
this woman right here does not know that she is being shaded right now.
I mean, 200K to some is a lot, to some might not be a lot. It just depends. But whenever y'all put money in, a lot gonna come with that guy. That's all. I can say that much. But let's go with this. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Hitmakers Media said you work with them, but they're not choosing you. A 200K man will never accept a stubborn woman.
No. It's not that they're not choosing me. It's I'm not accepting them.
Okay.
No, they ain't choosing your ass. You don't decide what's what, man. They ain't choosing you.
She's not accepting them. Are your child's father's initial CP? Just asking because of a similar situation.
No. No. And if it was, I wouldn't even confirm confirm, but absolutely not. No.
Okay. Truth shall prevail said you can pray all you want, but no well-off man is taking care of another man's seed. Faith without works is meaningless. Stop wishing upon a star.
That's why I'm on the show for my work. And when I pray, and God said,
man, them rich niggas don't watch this shit.
God will give you what you need. And there's a man out there that he created me for. Thank you.
There you go. I already trying to tell y'all. Again, you're not gonna listen. When God's in it, y'all just let it go. Here we go.
When somebody reference God ad nauseum, you know it's over.
Last one, Marie. Lord Nettie, you making us seem delusional in the Bay, and we're
not. Okay. I mean, we're not.
And that's a woman stomping her ass out saying that she's delusional.
Be struggling too, baby. I'm with it. I'm around these people, which I don't understand is I am in this environment. So they say to date where your environment, date where you are or whatever. I'm trying to find that environment where my tax bracket fits. There's people.
I'm here to tell you right now. We don't care. We don't care.
If you're in the environment, why aren't you closing the deal? Because
no. I'm not in that environment. I'm trying to get to that environment where I am. I'm stuck in the blue collar, middle class, you know what I'm saying? But to have that knowledge of other locations, to have that knowledge of where these other tax brackets are or where these other type of men are. There's men in the church that, you know what I'm saying, that...
You hear that, blue collar guys? This asshole is clowning you guys. She wants to get to where the white collar people are. She wants to get to that environment. If I were you guys, I will just freeze this person out. If you're a blue collar worker, you would freeze this idiot out.
That make this and is looking for a wife or that have these factors. Just because it's very expensive to live out here. I agree. I understand. The Bay Area, California is ridiculous, but people are affording it. Y'all not moving out here. Y'all not moving to Mexico. Y'all not moving to no other country. Y'all out here and y'all still paying these bills and y'all still paying these mortgages, these rents, these taxes.
Bitch, a lot of people that are from Mexico are moving here. Surprised you didn't know that.
All these other taxes. So there is somebody out there. There's $1 million homes that somebody is living in. Multi-million-dollar homes that people are living in. And some of them are single. And some of them are men that are looking for women. And I'm sorry, black women are hot right now. And yes, there are men that I am turning down because God hasn't said that's your husband. And there are men that are making this money. I've met basketball players. That wasn't my husband. God didn't tell me. So that's what I'm waiting for.
Man, if you don't stop the cap, if you don't sit your $5 ass down, I will make change.
Or is the right man to come along to be an excellent father to my daughter, an excellent husband to me, an excellent father to my future children, that's going to lead me, that's going to provide for me, that's going to protect me, and I'm going to reciprocate in the same. I'm going to do what my mother showed me and taught me to do, to be an excellent wife, to bag this man that's going to stay with her for 38, 37 years, give her children. She had never had to work. They travel Mexico, every other month for months at a time. My baby has like maybe 8 stamps in her passport. I need a man that can keep up with that. And she's almost 3. So that, I mean, I don't want to put a man in a predicament to where I'm like, all right, we out. You gonna take care of the house with these dogs? Because I don't want to do that to him. I would never crush a man's self-esteem like that.
Question, did your mother have kids before your dad?
No.
So that's the difference between you and your mother, because you are coming with a 3-year-old child.
Yes. And like I said, my dad's a minister, so I see this. I do know.
Her dad had children with other women before this one came into the picture. Before he Hunter mother. So yeah.
Other women who've had multiple children. Lori Harvey.
You're comparing yourself to Lori Harvey?
What's her name? Lori Harvey's mom, Margaret Harvey. She have multiple children and married Steve Harvey.
This is
right? There's multiple women like that. There's multiple. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, but there's a lot of women out here in my same situation who accepted a man for settling, and I don't want to say I settled it, but I didn't choose where.
You comparing yourself to an anomaly is laughable. You think you gonna land a superstar looking like that? You got another thing coming.
I wanted to be, and I accepted that. A baby came out of it, and my baby's a blessing. My baby wants for nothing. My baby has.
That's an oops baby, man.
She has businesses. It's a mindset. So the 200 is not even it's not even high on the list. It's the mindset. It's the faith. It's the heart. It's the desire that's on my list that I'm seeking. And you're not broke with that. You can't not have nothing with that.
Okay. This might be the last one I'll read. Darkstar 1485 said, you going 50-50 with this 200K man? If not, your money doesn't matter. Are you going 50-50?
No, because this 200K man doesn't want 50-50. He wants me for my time and my help.
What man wants you for your time and for your help? Where is this man? Where is this man and what does he look like?
As a helpmate. He wants me to be his wife. He wants me to be the mother of his children, to teach his children, to raise his children, to expand and create and help with his legacy. He wants me to help manage and maintain and monitor these properties, these businesses, these acts. He wants me to help choose where we're going on vacation. He wants me to make sure that I set that up. He wants to make sure that I'm comfortable and I'm happy, because my happiness, it projects on him. His happiness is his happiness, but I can make that happiness a whole lot better in multiple ways.
Oh, God.
Okay. With all due respect, it's not for you. You are better off cutting back on all your requirements. Amen.
Amen.
With all due respect, thank you. For $4.99.
With all due respect, it's not for you. You are better off cutting back on all your requirements. Amen.
With all due respect, thank you.
I guess I get it. I've always been ambitious, right? But I always looked for myself to get it. I was never looking for a man to provide me this lifestyle. I was like, how can I work and provide it for myself? And I think, not saying doesn't happen. Of course, there are women who, that you describe, are living these lifestyles. And you say you talk to God about it. And I think nobody should pay no more questions, because we already talked to God about it. And you should know, I said this earlier, you don't challenge nobody when they bring in Lord in politics. You just let them have it and let them and God do it. And then we definitely going to want to update.
Okay.
We definitely going to want to update. Let's do this.
This is your brain.
Oh, we did it already.
This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
I think I got a question though, because you said you make $200K, right?
Minimum.
So minimum. So what are you gonna do with your money when this man comes along?
When I retire?
They always come here and say, "Oh, I make minimum of $200,000." I don't see it. I do not see it at all. Does it look like a typical woman that makes like $200K? I mean, I might be wrong, but I'm not buying it.
That's what you said. Okay, so you said you want to get you want to get married. You want to be a housewife. So you don't want to work once you get married.
Correct.
So you're gonna quit your jobs.
I'm gonna retire not my 9 to 5, but run my baby's business and my business. Yeah, continue my businesses. Okay.
So I'm not just walking up.
Do you want me to read more questions? I'm gonna let you decide.
Go ahead.
Okay. I told y'all to stop asking questions. Okay. This one says, okay, adult talk. As a man who is above the income she desires, this is literally the type of woman that is not desired. Single mom of a young child is an automatic deal breaker.
There it is.
Thank you. You're not my guy.
You're not her husband. Okay. Lord of Leon said, there's so many things more important than money. However, if that's where your values lie, then that's where they can be exploited. The biggest currency for a relationship is quality time.
Exactly. It is. And I agree to that. So you guys are making the money thing as a big that's not the top of my list. The mindset.
Well, no, it's not your list because he has to make it to qualify.
Exactly. You don't want requiring the man to make $200,000. So it's not the comment section that's making it a big deal. It's you. You won't require that from a man, which is egregious. And now you don't talk about saying it ain't the money, it's the mindset. Then, so which one is it? Pick a struggle.
Yes, and that mindset helps him make it. So if you have the mindset of a hustler, you have a mindset that you're going to grind and nobody's going to tell you, you have a mindset of, okay, I can't get it this way, let me see if I can get it this way. If I can't get it this way, let me see if I can get it this way. If I can't accomplish it this way, I'm going to accomplish it that way. There's a mindset. There's a desire, a want to be better, to attain better. There's a mindset. And a mindset is not broke. And I don't want to say broke because
they may have that mindset, and also entails not looking for women like you that's average looking. I mean, they want dimes. They want people that are close to. They want people that are nines. They want something young, something unused. Fresh meat. Not baby mamas that have oops babies. That's what they're not looking for.
Circumstances and life does happen. I can lose all of this. But because of where my mind is, I know how to get it back.
Okay. So let me get clarity. So if a man is currently making $50K, but has a mindset of a $200K aspirations, he has a shot to date you?
No, because I probably won't be in the atmosphere to where he is, where that guy is. We won't share the same life as far as.
This bitch don't qualify for a guy that makes $50K. If I were him, I'd run. I mean, she's not worth it, man. Plus, you already got a kid. You old as fuck. Old means that you're not 25. You're damn near 40 with a 3-year-old. And you talking about, well, if he's not making if he's making $50,000 and even if he has a mindset to where he can make 200 grand, then he's not for me. The fuck?
Not true. You could go to a country club and he could be a waiter. He's in the same environment that you're in, and he's in the environment. Like, there's all different tax brackets in the environments in which you go to. So,
right. But if he's showing interest, and I say, okay, so what are you about? What are you into? And he goes, oh, well, I'm comfortable here. That's not the guy for me. But if he says,
so I don't really think it's the mindset. Again, this is your life, but for clarity, you want proof that the mindset works. Because, like I said, so it's not about the mindset. He does have to have 200K or more.
Bitch, you ain't nobody to prove anything to. You know what I mean? You're not anybody for any man to prove any mindset to.
Because mindset is, a lot of people have ambitious mindsets, right? Before I lived a certain lifestyle, I had a mindset, but then I had to do the work to get there, right?
Right.
You're saying, I don't want mindset and proof. So you want him to, again,
he has to make at least $200K to be considered. So it is about the money, because without the money, he doesn't even get a chance to be considered.
Yes and no. So if we're, like I'm saying,
for her dusty looking ass, you gotta make 200 grand for her to consider you. If that isn't some of the dumbest shit in captivity.
If a waiter comes to me and says, "Oh, you're attractive, can I get your number?" Sure, I'll give you my number. So we're talking. So what is it that you're about? Oh, I'm about A, B, and C. Oh, what steps are you taking to get there? Oh, I've done school. I got my degree. Okay, keep talking. And what else are y'all? What are your parents into? Like, what type of other things are you into? Or it all takes a conversation. And in that conversation, you can hear either the desire,
It's supposed to be a conversation, not an interview. I mean, what are you interviewing him for? Well, what are you trying to get out of him?
The act, the actual getting into, and the process of achieving what they want to achieve. It could be he can have his own lawn service. Oh, how many employees do you have? How many lawnmowers do you have? Do you have a backup lawnmower, or you just got the one? Are you working on another one? Like, what are we doing? Because at this age, there should be something.
Hold on. One thing I want to change. I want to get something clear. I said in the beginning, before I went down this angle that we're going in, because someone said I want to change your mindset. I know I can't change your mindset. I said that in the beginning. I said you don't challenge people on faith and political beliefs.
Well, she said herself that she's stubborn, and she's trying to change that. Well, that's not going. She's not going to change her stubbornness. She's already said on what she wants, what she's not going to get, and that is a $200,000 man, or a man that has that mindset.
Beliefs. That is a wasted argument, and I said that as y'all keep paying questions. I just said I was giving you an opportunity to respond because I know this will be talked about, but I already know her mind can't be changed. I don't know why y'all said that. I said that.
Let's keep giving you some money.
No, I mean, listen. I say this to that. It's not about the money in that way. I think that life is the best teacher. Experience is the best teacher. And we gotta just let her have her life. But hold on. Okay, here's another one, child. Travis, not being mean, but she doesn't look like Marjorie. Athletes and entertainers move different. There may be a lack of empathy for that type of man that wants marriage.
I don't understand. He's saying because I don't look like Marjorie Harvey, there's other women that I do look like. There's other features that I have that Marjorie doesn't have. There's other things that I...
Yeah, that means you're nothing to look at compared to what he's talking about.
I do that Marjorie probably won't do. There's things that Marjorie does that I probably will refuse to do. I only use that as the mother, a woman having a child and then dating successfully. That's why I brought that up. But I'm not closed-minded. I'm still growing. I'm still understanding and working my way through life. There are things that I need to learn, and I'm open-minded to a lot. But there's certain things that at this age I can't backpedal. Like I said, I have a baby. I'm setting an example. So not only am I paying mom and dad right now, showing her how to be and doing things.
That baby's gonna be corrupted. So far, man, I forgot what I was gonna say. You trying to set an example, playing the mother and the father. Oh, that baby's gonna be fucked up. I don't care what anybody says. Either that or hey, that kid could becomes either successful or he could or the baby could have children out with like have oops baby just like this mom. I mean those are options.
And like I said, she has a business that I started in her name that I'm running for her. That way she doesn't have to come to work and work for other people, and she can just enjoy it. It's a mindset. It's a mindset. And it's like you with your app, Kendra. You started from the radio.
Hold up.
And then
Hold
you
up.
came to
Hold up.
because I've been with.
Hold up. So you already putting a business on your child's name and not your own? Ain't that using your? Ain't that this using your daughter? I mean, what does the daughter get? How much? Well, what percentage does she get, or do you just take home 100% of it, even though you put in your daughter's name? That smells fishy.
With you since COVID, we came to Facebook, then we did Instagram, and then now we have an app, and now we have a group. It's a mindset.
Only because you're bringing me in this, and I said it earlier. My mindset was always to get my own millions. I was never looking for someone to get it from. And the reason is and I don't like sharing too much. I've always dated wealthy men. A lot of stuff comes with wealthy men and stuff that I don't want to deal with. So I decided to become my own millionaire. I wasn't chasing nobody else's millions. But for each their own. So right. That's the difference.
Right here,
I see what you're doing. I see a hustle. Let me take over, and you hustle for me. You help hustle my family. You help grow my family. You help grow my legacy. You expand because I see that you said.
Hold on, real quick. Someone said, Kendra, we ain't talking about you, bitch. We was talking about me.
Man, you don't sit your ass down. Talking about hustle for me, hustle for my family. Who are you? And why would the guy hustle for a kid that doesn't belong to him? And that you talking about, I'm not gonna have babies until we're in a relationship. Man, I'm telling you, man, this woman's delusional.
Because she brought me into it. So if you got an issue with what I said, maybe it's time for you to clock out. Because I sit here and I be humble, but sometimes I can't talk my shit. And we weren't talking about me in that moment. If you got a problem, log the fuck off. I'm tired of always having to.
For the most part, the kinder cousins are dumbasses. You know I know? Because one came on my comment section recently. In fact, a dumbass came on my comment section after I did the last review on Kendra.
Do eggshells around you, sensitive, jealous ass people who watch me. Now I sit here humble. It could be a whole different ballgame. This is gonna be a last question. Okay, what you want to say?
I was gonna say that's just my day, and I'm working for myself. I'm working for my baby. I'm working for my future. I'm building things, and should God send my husband to say, add yours with mine? Let's do it, brother. Then when we grown up, we expanding.
Ma'am, you ain't getting no husband, so you might as well cut that out. Ain't nobody gonna marry you.
Do it.
I need y'all to stop with these questions. Let me see. What's one say? Terry said, "What about quality time mindset? How will he treat you first?"
Quality time mindset. Like I said, I need a man's man. Like I love. I'm so here for the romance. Like if you look on my app, it says it. Let's compete to see who can outlove each other. Because I'm gonna love you to death. Like if you my partner, my ace, we going past the moon, baby. We going. Because I'm a giver. I do. I'm a giver. I'm thoughtful.
Ain't no nigga checking for this app.
Like, I give the best gifts. The best gifts. And just in not knowing you, Kendra, I know that the best gift for you would either have to do something with your marathons, your mother, your dad, or just your, I know Beyonce ticket was because your.
If you give the best gifts, how come your baby daddy took off on you? That must be his best gift, is not to ever look at you again.
But you already been there. The things that are just traveling, and you know what I'm saying? I'm very thoughtful. I pay attention. So I need a man that pays attention too. Like, I buy myself flowers every payday. Why? Because I like flowers. I'm simple. I'm easy. I am ready to receive love because I give love. That's where my quality time comes in. It's not, money is not up here. Like I said.
Oh, that's your future, ma'am. You can continue to buy yourself flowers. And also, buy your dog some flowers too, if you have one.
It's the mindset. It's that mind.
I really disagree with that. Money is up there.
Okay. I'll say
Because,
that.
it's just for you, because if he's
It's
not
down
trying to
here.
get in the bag, you're not trying. And listen, it's your life, but you can't say one thing and then negate it with the other thing, because we already said. And listen, it's your life. Oh, you got to live it. When we hang up, people can have their thoughts, but you got to wake up with you and you got to go to bed with you. So you got to make the final decision when it comes to your life. I definitely stand on that. Let me see. The last question. I don't like this one, but the rating. Do you want to rate yourself? Can you kindly rate yourself 1 to 10?
On what scale?
I guess 1 to 10. I think.
But on the scale of.
On the scale of what, honey? You just saying on a scale
of what? Like of looks?
Now get this. These are mostly women that are clowning this chick. Mostly women that are paying the clown on this bitch, man. And I can rate you. I can rate you on a the common scale from 1 to 10. And I'm rating you. You're a 4. You are a 4, ma'am. You're 39 years old. You got a buzzer beater baby by a man that had kids with other women, and you tripping. You think a man that make $200, 200 grand is gonna go lay next to you every night?
Thickness, of height, of desirability. Because
Are you deciding? Would you go? You said you'll go outside your race, right?
Yeah.
Would you date a 65-year-old white man? Would you marry him?
My age limit, I don't think we got there. 39 to 52.
Man, them crackers don't want you either. They don't call you the N-word, and then that'll be it.
Oh, 52.
Yeah, I don't want to disrespect my dad. I cannot be disrespectful to my dad.
Oh, how old is your dad?
68, 69.
60. Oh, so that age would be too close.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's dating now too. We got $100.
What's this question say?
You making a big Kendra.
No, I'm trying to read it because I was about to be done, but he spent $100, or this person spent $100 for this question. I like to read it first though because I gotta see. All right, let me see this. Adult Talk spent $100 to say, "This is for the cousin that questions the men that watch your show, Kendra. Do they think that you have men of higher income watching your program? They really think all black men is broke. To be honest, 200K profit was just the first quarter. Support KG Black first." Oh no, I know a lot of wealthy men watch my show. I know that to be true. I tell y'all, listen, there's a show. There's people that come on the show. There's people that watch the show. Y'all know one person who, married a surgeon who makes way more than 200K. So,
section. Yeah, those are men that make a lot of money watching their show because they're reviewing it. That's all. They're reviewing their content. They don't watch this show just to watch this show. I mean, not regular. I don't know if they watch it regular or not, but they're simply reviewing the show. Now, that's all for the most part. This thing's tripping.
I know for sure that there are tax bracket and high
Shit.
But I think everybody got to find out for themselves.
Nobody cares.
Kendra, I will. I'll see you on the app and in the group.
Yeah, and I will say this. I do like your positive attitude. I do like your armor of this is what it is and you don't got to like it. I mean, those are very big qualities when you are going for something in that manner. So,
and I'm dedicated. I've been at my job 20 years. At 39, I'm dedicated, committed. This is like there's something out there for me that's willing to do the same. I want the same commitment, reciprocal. Other than that, good night.
Like I said, this woman is wishing upon a star. She's hoping and wishing and hoping that she's gonna land this man. She even talked to God on a regular basis, saying, "Come send me this man. Come rescue me." Anyway, it's been an hour. I told you this was gonna be a long I told you this was gonna be a long review, and her delusion doesn't disappoint. So I'm gonna wrap this up. Y'all tell me what you think in the comment section. You think she's gonna land the man that she's seeking? You think God's gonna actually answer her prayers, or you think she's tripping? Let me know in the comment section. You guys have a good one. Like, share, and subscribe.